Hi everyone. Again this morning. Um oh, so I'm going to do something a little different. Not so different cuz I do experiential things here in my lives, but this I've never done anything like this before that I can really remember. So, yeah, it'll be experiential, so hang out with me for a little bit. I woke up this morning feeling so much love in my heart for everyone, just not just the people that I know here, but just the world. And I've had this sense for a couple of weeks where I just want to give everybody a big hug. I just want everybody to feel good and feel loved. And that is just something that I hold and I carry. I wish for people to feel that for themselves. I wish for people to experience that at any given moment when they're feeling low or unappreciated, unloved, um, when they feel like nobody's cheering them on, nobody's in their corner, nobody cares. All of those things, all of those things. And I mean, I've been saying this, it's December. I, I think it's the busiest time of year. This is like maybe the busiest month for people in general, just globally. I mean, I think most of us celebrate some type of holiday this month. Most, in the States anyway. I guess I can just speak to people in the US because, maybe if you're in India, obviously they're not probably celebrating the birth of Jesus in India. So anyway, it's a busy month. There's a lot of running around and taking care of things and doing fun things and doing things that you may feel obligated to do. So, this is for the folks that are feeling maybe you're alone, maybe you live alone, maybe there aren't a lot of people in your world that you know, are in touch with or communicate with. So, this is for anyone that's needing or wanting to call more love into their world. This is for you. And if you're lucky to have, people around you, even if it's one person that's in your corner, that's a blessing. I was told many years ago, I had a very, very, very close friend, and I've had them throughout my life, different people that are very close that were very supportive, very helpful, took on like a counseling kind of role for me at different times in my life. And they were very good at it. It's like some of them, they just did counseling in a different way, not traditional counseling, but they were friends. And somebody said to me, "Look, if you're lucky to have one person like that in your life, count your lucky stars." Because people are just so busy that it doesn't mean we don't care about each other or love one another. Everybody's just trying to get through their day and get all the things done. And especially if you have a family or children, house, work, you know, taking the kids here and there. And there's just a lot of juggling for people. And even if you don't have kids, there's a lot of juggling for people. There's a lot. So be gentle with yourself, be gentle with others. There are tons of support groups out there, tons. So you can always hook into different support groups. A friend of mine told me about online. This was new to me. So it's similar to AA, but this is for people going through anxiety and or depression and or even more serious mental health issues. There are online support groups that are free. I didn't even know that. I was like, what? So, if anybody needs that or needs it for a friend, you can private message me. Feel free to direct message me if you don't want to put that question in the comments. I understand. I forgot I mean, I can reach out to my friend and she'll share that with me, but I don't remember what the website is right now, or how, I wish I could just share it right now, but maybe I'll just reach out to her and drop that in the comments. So yeah, I can do that. Okay. Because she had told me about it, and she offers, like, if you ever need that, I'm like, wow, it's like right there. And like all throughout the day, you can like hook into an online support group. It's really, really great. Trained professionals. Okay. So there's lots of resources out there. We just have to ask. And I'm getting better about that, because there are so many, and I don't even know that they're there. And sometimes I don't even know where to look or who to ask. But what I do know, and what I have found in my life, is the more I ask, and the more I talk about what I'm going through and struggling with, then people are like, oh, what about this? And what about this? And I'm like, what? Like, what? I didn't even know that existed. So, you guys, we do live in we're, we have a lot of resources. There's a lot of resources available to us. So just keep asking. Okay, so I want to go back to what the topic of love. And when we're feeling like we need support, and we're feeling like there aren't a lot of people out there that we can connect with, that can provide that, how do we do that for ourselves? How do we love on ourselves? That's a big question, right? How can we do that? Especially when we're feeling good, it's easy to do. When we're feeling good, and say, like, when we're exercising regularly, it's easy to exercise. We haven't exercised in a while, then it feels tougher to do. When we're eating well, it's easier to continue to eat well. But when we haven't been eating well, it feels like it's hard. It's a hard thing. Same thing when you don't feel good, things aren't going great, and you're feeling low, you don't feel good about yourself. It feels like it's tougher to get out of the hole, because you might feel like you fell down a well, and it's like 20, 30, 40, 50 feet deep. But when you're like closer to the top, it's easier to get out, like if you just fall in a little and you just need a little boost. But when you're like down deep in it, you know, it does feel tougher to get out, because you do have to, there's more steps to climb to get out. So anyway, let's do a little exercise together, see if this helps to shift for when you're feeling low, and when you need to feel more love and want more love. And how can you do that when, say, you've reached out to people, you've left messages, you've sent text messages, and there's nobody responding? Like crickets. I say that all the time. I'm like, I put stuff out and crickets. Like the crickets are serenading me. I'm waiting for like feedback from people or engagement, and guess what? I got crickets. I'm gonna be happy about the crickets. See, I had a little mindset shift there. I'm gonna be happy that the crickets are serenading me. I love that. Okay, so I'm gonna have you close your eyes, and I'm gonna close my eyes. I'm gonna invite you. Let's do 3 breaths in and out at your own pace. So as you breathe in, let's breathe out, and let's have your feet, if your feet are on the ground, or I'm sitting, I don't have my feet on the ground, but I'm sitting in the Indian style, so my sit bones are on a surface. So now we're going to ground. So feel grounded either in your sit bones, you might be sitting in a chair, so you can do the grounding through your sit bones and your feet, both, or one or the other. So the breath goes in and out, and then you ground. Let's like feel really grounded and connected to the earth. In, out, ground. And this I actually learned from somebody, but I didn't start doing it right away, but I really love it. So take that breath in. This is the last one. Out and ground. Okay. I'm going to keep my eyes closed for this. Oh, you are welcome to if you'd like. I'm going to put my hands on like my heart chakra area. Might just do one. I can do one on my heart and one on my belly, my solar plexus. Okay? And what I'm going to invite you to do right now is you can pick, this is your choice. We're going to do like some imagination. I don't know if you'd call it meditation, but just some imagining. I want you to think of somebody that you have felt deep love from. So the love came from that person to you. It could be anyone in your life at any time in your life. And if you're having trouble, or if you don't want to focus on a person, and there's been an animal in your life that you have felt that deep love from, imagine that animal. Maybe you never owned an animal, but your friend has a dog that you feel very connected to, or a cat, or a bird. It doesn't matter. A llama. It doesn't matter. Okay, so I want you to imagine the person. It can be more than one, but you can start with one. The person or the animal. And if that's hard to come up with, then maybe there's a place that you've been to that you felt very loved and supported in that place, like vacation, or there's maybe a campsite you go to, or the ocean, or it doesn't matter. You pick the thing that you have felt love from. So I want you to imagine that person, place, or thing. Could be a book, could be a song, could be as creative as you want with this. Imagine that person, place, or thing in front of you. And now imagine you are looking at the person, place, or thing, and it or he or she is looking back at you. And you're gazing at one another. Breathing, gentle, just gentle, regular breaths. And now because of your connection with your eyes, now there is this heart connection. Now imagine the connection with the heart, with this person, place, thing, animal. Start to feel that connection heart to heart. And if you're talking about a place like the ocean has a heart, has a vibration. Tap into the heart. And now what do you feel? What do you feel? What do you hear? Maybe you're hearing sounds. What do you sense? Can you still feel that love coming from that person, place, or thing? And soak it in. And for some of you, there might be a person, and then that might dissipate, and then like an animal might step forward. Maybe it's your spirit animal that's sending you love right now. If there's, if that is shifting, it's okay. Maybe there's a guide that's very special to you. Maybe you have a spirit guide or an animal guide, or a stone that you work with. So start to feel that love. And this isn't about, because this is about you receiving. This is not so much about you giving the energy back, although that might just happen naturally. This is, see how you feel receiving. And if it's just natural and flows back that you give, that's fine. There's no right or wrong way to do this exercise. So this was more about you receiving and filling up with love. So imagine like you have this bubble around you, and as this love energy is coming, you're filling up your auric field. You're filling up this bubble. And you're going to walk around with the bubble of love. You're going to walk around knowing that your bubble is full and that you can fill it anytime. And you can fill it with your own loving thoughts about yourself. You can fill it with your own loving, soft, tender memories. But right now, this, I started at the beginning of this one because for folks that are feeling low or need like that jolt of love and appreciation, we can feel it we can bring it in from a past experience and know that we had it in the past so it can happen again and we can have it right in this present moment. It's not the only way to bring it in, it's just one way. So if looking at a picture from the past of something, picture on your phone that brings in a happy memory, whatever it is, just filling up your cup, filling up your bubble of love. And whenever you feel complete, you can, thank the person, place, or thing. You can do like a gentle bow, just say thank you. Thank you for the gifts I receive. I have received and will continue to receive. Thank you for your love. Whatever words you want to use, just thank you. Just thank you. Thank you for the gift. And you can call that in anytime you want. You can call it in an instant. It doesn't have to take as long as we just took. You can call it in an instant. Be like, my aunt or my uncle X. Love them. I can feel their love. I feel the love of my grandparents right now. Whatever it is, whoever it is. It can be somebody not living, of course. Feel that love. And let it really, really fill you up. Like, make it your own. Really feel how you felt when you were little and you had that love from your grandparents or your aunt, your uncle, your mom, your dad, a teacher. Really feel it. Because that's real and you can call it in anytime. So if you still want to continue with this, I'm going to wrap up. You can just put a pause here and just stay in this energy. And when you're ready, you unpause. This is what I like to do when I'm listening to a pre-recorded meditation is I'll just pause if I want to continue. But I'm going to close out. I'm going to open my eyes and just know you can call this in at any time. You can call this in whenever you'd like. This is at your fingertips. This is a past experience, and it can be your current experience, and it can be anytime you pull it it can be your future experience. So just know that it doesn't have to be hard, and you don't have to feel lonely. You can simply do this exercise and see how you feel. And the more you do it, I do believe this has been my experience, the more we do something, the easier it gets. The easier it gets, the easier it gets. Learning to tie your shoelaces when we were little, it took some time. Learning to drive for some of us takes time. Learning a new skill takes time. So if this didn't feel comfortable, or if it was a little awkward, or you didn't know who to tap into, try it again. Try it again. I'm sure you can find someone in your past that you feel love from. And for some of you, you're just going to go right to source energy. You're just going to go to God, source, creator, universe energy. That's beautiful. Some of you won't tap into a person, place, or thing. You're just going to tap right into source. You're going to tap into your higher self. So, and play with it. It can be different. Each day you do it can be something or someone different. So I hope this was helpful. I hope it blesses you, and I'll see you next time. Enjoy the rest of your day.